What's going on, guys? Back at it like a jackrabbit. Flatline Blades here. Got something real cool, different, special. Luft Concepts RWB. This is a sexy knife. So, nice, heavy, very padded pouch. It's got a little Velcro on the front. It comes with a little bright green microfiber cloth. Got a little cool sticker. It's got the same knife as it is, obviously, and then a Luft sticker. So I figured I would just go ahead and get that out the way real quick. And it even has one of the little Ranger Eye patches on here. I'm assuming it comes with that as well. I'll go ahead and put that out of the way. That way we can just concentrate and focus on the blade itself here. Because I like doing this sometimes, I'm just going to dive right in and throw a couple of blades up here for a size comparison real quick. I'm going to try to record a video without my Blade Traders mat because my camera kept trying to focus on the writing. So I'm seeing if this is going to make a difference at all. I just have to be careful because it's not padded. I'm not trying to throw a bunch of knives around, especially one that's may or may not be mine. Buddy sent me this. Appreciate it, Chris. Gave me an option to buy it. If not, I at least have a review. I get to check out a knife. I've had some other stuff going on, so I have not been able to pounce on it like I wanted to. Matter of fact, I'm going to be going to the doctor tomorrow for some shit. I'm not going to get into that. I'll just say that maybe it's smarter for me to wait until that happens before I buy any more blades right now. So that's a manual stitch. That's a Black Mamba version 2. Obviously the RWB. You got a James Brand Barnes, and you have a bad manufacturing mofo. This thing's absolute butter, drop shut. Love my Barnes. Got a stupid deal on it. This thing is cool. And this, another buddy, Mike, just sent one of my teammates from Blade Traders, one of my admin teammates, and I think I got this, maybe yesterday. So there's going to be a review coming for this too. It's the first time for me checking out one of the Microtech new ram locks. So now that all that's out the way, let's get to the knife, shall we? RWB, Luft Concepts. I guess it's kind of a blowy, what the fuck? A Bowie blade. I mean, I could see how people would call it a clip point or a Bowie. It is kind of narrow handle right here, not too narrow though. It's borderline. It slightly flares back up. It's got a cool, interesting clip. But it does kind of disappear in your pocket. It is about as deep carry as you can get without it actually being a deep carry clip. Drop shut. This thing's butter smooth. I absolutely love reverse flicking this knife. It was made for it. They did a great job at the geometry and the angles and the placement of the hole. It's awesome. Not a single time have I gone to reverse flick this knife and my finger missed it. Never. So that's freaking amazing. On the scale, 3.92. Not bad at all for a full-size knife that's in tie. Let's check out the blade stock thickness. We got 0.13 or 3.3 millimeters. Let me make sure it's on here straight here. 3.2. Let me do the inches again. It might not have been perfectly straight. Yeah, it changed it by 1. So 0.12. And as far as the ruler goes here, actual dimensions. So yeah, I mean, it's a 3.5 inch blade. It's about a 3¼ inch cutting edge. It's got a small little finger choil here. Overall length is pretty much right at 8 inches. So I really love this thing. I do not want to send this back to him. I want this knife myself. I've been juggling a lot of stuff. The last few weeks I've had several knives sent to me to review, and it's basically kind of for the first time ever. So it's been a lot different for me. I have to make the most of getting these when somebody sends me a blade to check out and review. One thing that's really cool in this knife is it almost has a sense of it being kind of an integral, but it's not. All they did was have half of the backspacer kind of built into one side and half of the backspacer built into the other. And so, yes, you can see the line, but you kind of have to look for it. If you're just glancing at it or in certain lighting, it looks like one solid piece. So that's really awesome. It's got this cool little milled texturing in here. The scales are tapered off towards the edges to make it nice and rounded. One thing that I found interesting, because the pivot was loosening up on me several times. I was not trying to take a knife apart that's not mine, but because it kept loosening up on me, I was forced to. And I'll tell you why. I was simply going to just back out the nut, put a little Loctite on there, just do that, not even take it apart. But it was just sitting there spinning on me, which was very weird. It has a free spinning pivot, even though the screw is fixed and locked in on this side. So it's kind of an interesting combination. I was kind of confused at first, but I made it work. I made it happen. Matter of fact, there is a short on my channel where I show this knife apart, and you can see that. They're milled in the inside to save a little weight. Doesn't look like it's picking it up right here. But this thing is an absolute home run. A lot of people didn't care for the first design, or the one that was, kind of popular in some ways. Everybody seemed like they either loved it or hated it. This thing is it's a lot different. This thing is just badass. I love the action, the ergos, how it feels in my hands.